I
And
think
there
we're
you
live.
go.
There we go. You guys, thank you all so much for being here and for being patient with me because I am learning Restream. This is, of course, a new system for me. Russ, of course, is our magical Russ with its raining yarn. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And of course, Russ woke up just to help me out a little bit today. So I am uber grateful for him being here. And I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Kim. Hello, Kitty and BB and Sue Ann. You guys, thank you so much for today. This is the last Saturday in May, and it does not seem possible. It does not seem like tomorrow will be the 6th month of the year. BB, it has been a long time, but I am so excited to get to hang out with Russ again. That's my Russy Poo. And by the way, how is the CEO?
Um,
Hey,
she's
Joanne.
u-
No, yeah,
she's
hey, Joanne.
usually up there. Um, Obviously Lord knows where she's at.
She's hiding from us. She may be like most smart people, a little bit asleep. Good
As long as
morning,
she,
and how are you? I'm sorry, baby.
I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Um, I just don't want. I hope she's not buying yarn.
Okay. She might be. She is
Oh,
the CEO in charge of getting all things yarn. And when you do see her, let her know that I ended up buying 4 more skeins of this. This is that big twist in the burgundy colorway. Oh, so magical. So magical. So I am going to wait a minute. Kitty said, you said Russ woke up ready to help. No, he didn't. He never sleeps. He cat naps. He cat naps.
pretty much.
Good morning, Jeremy. And I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody. Forgive me for looking down because I have put something on my screen and I can't figure out how to get rid of it. It
What is it?
says, it says the chat is waiting for new messages. I don't know what that means. Kim said
I've
coffee.
I've
The
never
coffee.
had I never
Um,
had that pop up. The
I am going
chat.
to do this. Let's do this. Bloop. And then bloop. Nope, that didn't help. I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but it's there. And I can ignore it because I have my phone.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't
But
know.
I'm
Go ahead, baby.
but Tippy's doing good. I'm not sure how the kids are gonna feel when we're gone for almost a week
Right. So
because
who's the babysitter?
Kevin's mom.
Oh, how lovely.
She's her and Kevin's mom and dad's gonna come and check on him.
Very good. Very good. I love that Kim is stepping in and helping me out because she knows Michelle is a little bit scattered. And I love how you guys are interacting and engaging in the chat. That makes my day. So, I don't know how many of you have looked at right next to the description box. I am literally 26 subscribers away from 1K. And I have each and every one of you to thank. But I especially wanted to take a moment to personally have a face to face thank you to Russ because all those nights when he took the time to co-stream my channel with his channel really brought a lot of you to me and introduced you to me And I am so honored that many of you were able to stay and hang out. So thank you. Thank you so, so much.
You are more than welcome.
Oh,
I, I just do what we can do.
this is all we can do. And I have kind of expanded my horizons. Of course, with you being up later at night, you probably on around early in the morning. Well, heck, you're at work when I'm doing my premieres. But one of the things that I love to do, you know this about me, I love to teach. So I have been leaning into coaching emerging and new content creators. I have dipped my toe in the TikTok world. And that's weird for me because TikTok is like running a vertical stream on YouTube with a whole bunch of strangers who spend 2 seconds in your room. I'm not the one. So I've made, hey Penny, welcome in. But I've made friends over there, but this is my home. This is what I love. So this is what I teach. And I've had the pleasure of being able to introduce different concepts that I've learned from you and so many others. Hey, Mama Winch, welcome in and Manamana. Mm, I need this coffee this morning, and this coffee cup is too cute. Is this not adorable?
That's a nice cup.
It's a Timu purchase. I was like, oh, I have to have it, but I bought a lot of cups because my doctor was on my case about yeah, you might be putting protein in your coffee, but Miss Ma'am, you're drinking way too much coffee. Mm, thank you. Kitty said something really, really important. Everyone, please check your subscriptions frequently because YouTube will unsubscribe you. And please spread the word. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Penny Love, how is your day going? You guys, let me know what's in your cup and what is on your hook today. Share with us what you're doing. And Russ, what are you working on? Because I've seen snippets of your hands moving. Oh, how do I make you big? Let me let me see. I don't know how to do it. I'm tapping the thing, it won't let me. Monster. I don't like that fact. I am in confusion land. Ah, here we go. Let me try this. No.
The other way.
Okay, I hit it twice. That didn't work. No. If I keep hitting things, eventually I'll get there, right? Let's try that. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is beautiful. So, Russ, you already have my address. Just go ahead and send it when you're done. I have no problem. I have a place for it. It will be close to my heart, right on my chair.
Actually, this is already going to somebody.
Shucks. I'm somebody.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Um,
I'm a lot of bodies sometimes. Hey, Nisi, welcome in. And as Kim said so eloquently, beautiful work, Russ. And Jeremy said, my coffee is triple chocolate dark brew with Italian sweet cream. Ooh. Sue Ann loves it. Okay, now what yarn? Is that all the minis?
these are minis. There's 20. So it takes 220
Mm-hmm.
mini hanks. So it takes 220 of these
Oh, wow.
to make a full size blanket to fit a full size bed with a little bit of hangover.
Well, you got to have hangover.
Um, so the very first one that I did started to unravel. So so somebody actually purchased the very first one I made.
Okay.
So I told this person, I said, I will wash it and then I will send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But when I pulled it out of the dryer, it was unraveling in the middle. So it's like, okay,
Screaming.
I'm going to have to send you your money back because I can't send you this blanket like it is.
Right.
And this person said, no, go ahead and keep it. You're a beautiful person. Use it for the channel.
Oh,
I can't do that.
I know that. I know you.
Me personally, I can't do that. So I secretly was going to make another one,
Hmm.
but the cat got out of the bag. So this person knows that I'm making this for them.
Okay.
So I got I caked up 10. I caked
Love.
up
Oh,
10.
oh, oh. See the one in your right hand? Can I just come kidnap that? I'll just babysit it on a permanent basis. Oh, yes. I love it.
So I caked up, this is the last one.
I still think the one that you had in your right hand before is my favorite. It is my favorite. Oh, that is. Oh, wait a minute. Here. This is what we do. We figured out a little trick. Oh, Russ. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now that's two weight.
Yep.
Oh,
It's two weight sock yarn. So
okay.
it's wool.
Yeah,
Wool and nylon.
I can't touch it. You guys, you're safe by the fact that it's wool.
Well, it is superwash.
Oh, now see, I
So
can do that.
it's not just flat wool. It is superwash because it's sock yarn.
Hmm.
Sock yarn is superwash wool.
Okay.
Uh
And Nisi wants to know what stitch are you using, and
okay,
she thanks you for the thought. She said she never would have thought of doing that. That is
um
thin.
yes. So
No, no. Wow. Here, I'm going to maximize you so they can see that because I'm telling you, it doesn't really get to your mind until you see how thin that yarn is. But it's so pretty. Oh, that color. Gorgeous. Oh,
this is what's left of ball number 3. So
wow.
there's 22 mini hanks. There's 22 mini hanks in a cake.
Okay.
I have 10 cakes. So I went through and I grabbed a cake. I put 1 through 10 in a bag
Mm-hmm.
and I grabbed a cake and then I picked out its number.
And that's the one you put in.
And that's the number. Then it's like, okay, do I go from the inside or the outside? So I put inside, outside in a bag and pulled it out to tell me from the inside or outside.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love you using that concept of inside outside or numbers. The lottery effect of it all
It's
causes
all
random.
chance.
Yes, it's so random and it's so beautiful. Nisi said I have a bunch of KD, I mean probably she probably means DK weight super merino that I make a blanket out of using the method you used. Wow. BB wants to know what size hook. Joanne just finished cleaning yarn barf. It was really bad. All good now. He's using an E, a 3.5 millimeter. Hello, Doretha. Welcome. Good morning, and thank you for being here, darling. Of course, our fabulous Russ is with us this morning, just being his amazing self. You guys have no idea the love fest I have for this man. I literally wake up in the middle of the night just to get a little eye candy on my TV, and there he is. He and his midnight crew. So forgive me, I am going to take a few seconds to glance this. Okay, there it is. the lessons we learn from other people. I never caked yarn before watching a couple of other content creators do it. One, the yarn addict, was the one who taught me how to put the loop there so that I could use the yarn immediately instead of having to search for it. And Doretha is wait a minute, Russ, did you say what stitch you were using? I'm sorry, babe.
Okay, so I am using I it's a granny square, but it's modified.
Okay.
So because this is a thin yarn,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want bulk.
Right.
So I put two double crochets.
Wait a minute. There we go.
So
So,
I put two
oh,
double crochets in a space.
mm-hmm.
I chain one in between, and then on the corner, to get the corner right, I have to chain four.
Okay. Very,
Because typically when I do a granny, I don't put a stitch in between, but I put three in each hole.
true.
And I only put a couple in the corner because it's a 4-weight yarn. But this being a 2-weight yarn, I had to modify it. And then I started turn so I started with a square
Right.
and then I turned it into a rectangle.
So, how did you do that?
On my channel, I have a class. I call them classes. I don't call them tutorials.
Okay.
Um, so I have a class that will show you how to turn a square into a rectangle.
I'll be taking that class. I'll be taking that class. Yes. And
It's
Doretha,
not it is
I'm
not hard to do.
well, you're a great teacher. I've learned other things from you, so I will be looking forward to that. Joanne wants to know, when is your trip to Hirschner's? Doretha, who is also known as Butter Roll Boutique, is saying it is nice to meet you.
Well, it's a
And
pleasure to meet everybody.
Nisi said, "Oh, looks like the V stitch." And then
Similar.
saying hello. And BB says that's pretty. It really, really is. I was looking at, somebody made one of those handkerchief tops very recently on one of my scroll throughs. I saw it and I was like, I want to modify that just a bit. So I'm not done with it in the sense that I need to block it, but this is what I ended up coming up with. And I'm not going to put it on because, again, it needs blocking. But here, let me do this. Doop. There we go. This is, you guys have been seeing me work on these squares. This is what it turned into. These are one square, and there are four of them. And I just stitched them together down the middle. It has a V front. And I didn't want something that over time would hang and droop. So I did loose straps that I tie into bows. And then I have a quick top I can throw on over something quick and easy.
That
Yes,
looked really nice.
thank you. Nisi, check out his classes. I'm telling you, if you need a teacher who really makes sense, this is one of my go-to people. Of course, you guys know my others. That's without question. But I love that we are a community who learns and shares from one another. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, see anything familiar? Hello, Queen's Curl. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I love your logo. That is beautiful. And Nisi said, that looks super cute. How did I do those straps again? I literally just slip stitched a piece of yarn onto the corner of one of the squares and did a chain of 40, and then for the color to go into it, I chained in white, and then I added on the color in a half double crochet, and then for the final pass over, as soon as I finished the color, cut it, brought the white on, and did slip stitch so that it would finish out. Thank you. What yarn did I use? The colorway component of it is Big Twist Living in Fun. I forgot. I forgot. Do me a favor, look back at one of my videos this week and it tells you because it's in the information. Um, and the white border is Karen Simply Soft and White because I didn't have any Big Twist that felt the same as the Big Twist Living. And thank you, Kim. Thank you. I made it myself. AI is fun that way. Yeah, that is gorgeous. I love it. I love it. So, Russ, what can we be looking forward to tonight for the Midnight Crew? And how are your eyes, my darling? I know you got up extra early this morning and you've been having issues with your eyes.
Oh, they're okay.
Okay.
It's just allergies.
I can empathize. I literally now on my desk have my Afrin nasal thing that I have to do before I go on camera because, yeah, otherwise I'll be sniffling. I tried emailing. You tried emailing me. Did you use Live or Gmail? Because at one point I had the wrong address on my account. Because, yeah, why not? Let's do something smart. um, my email is here. I'll put it in the chat. Yes, maybe. Forgive me, guys. Hello, Sunita. She said, Russ, don't cry. It's okay.
Well, sometimes you just cry when you're in the presence of beauty.
And that's because he has a mirror in front of him, folks. That's totally the reason. Oh my goodness. And don't, because then I'll cry. Um, that's midnight Russ's time, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, Midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, midnight Eastern Standard. I love it. I love it. And Joanne said, "Oh, I have some of that. Now I know how it's going to look. Oh, it is pretty. Very, very pretty." And here I will pin this now that I know how to pin something. I learned so much. I'm telling you guys, it's always a learning process. If you're not learning, you're not growing. And Kitty said, we are both beautiful. But that's because we have a beautiful crew of people around us today. Of course, my pleasure. I'm so glad to hear from you. So definitely shoot me an email and all the things. You know what, Russ? Where is your
Yes.
phone?
Where's my what?
Your phone, so you can see it. Okay, I have to send him a message, but it feels rude not to say that and warn him in advance because I have a question for him, but I can't publicly ask it because it's disrespectful to do such dumb things in front of other people, especially if the answer isn't what I want to hear.
So somebody was asking when I'm going to be at Hirschner's, I believe.
Yes, that was a very serious question. We all want that.
I am leaving on the 12th. So we're gonna get on the boat. um oh, what is that? 9 o'clock?
Yeah, so that's a Thursday.
Yep. So it starts on Wednesday. The actual in-person sale starts on Wednesday. I wanted to be there when they open, but we can't. So we're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We leave to come back home on the boat.
Okay. So here's my other question. I know that
Mm.
you were talking about taking the scale and shipping the yarn back. Have you was that something you were able to work out, or did you decide
Um,
to print labels, or what are you doing?
so I've not heard back from the company yet, but if all else fails, we just take a printer and I use pirate ship.
Okay. Okay. So you already know that all the yarn that you send will be more economically sourced and sent if you send it all to Missouri. Hey,
It's cheap.
Sarah.
It's cheaper if I send it to Michigan because it's not going that far.
But if you send it to Missouri, it'll be happier.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Mm.
I've heard from some of the yarn factories the idea of being made up into something that went through my hands. It's just like, yeah, let's do this. Especially if it doesn't cost me a dime.
That's all the best.
Oh my goodness. I said something last live when I was nervous about applying for university. Oh my gosh. I am so proud of you. Congratulations. That just made my day. Queen's Curl was vacillating about the idea of applying to go to college, and I'm so proud of her. Wait a minute. Kitty said if you send it to Virginia, it'll be well taken care of. I am jumping as high as necessary to grab and catch.
Well, so I've already limited myself to how much I'm going to buy at Hirschner's. Uh, so I'm taking 25 boxes.
Okay, okay,
I'm going to ship them home, and then I'm going to pack the car with the as much as I can, and then I will come back home.
okay. I want to be there. I can't go. I cannot go. Yes, guys, please send congratulations to our girl. We are so proud of her. And guys, this is such a testimony to perseverance. I'm always encouraging you all, please, whenever you need to pivot, if you have a desire, a goal, or a wish to do something. Oh,
So if you can,
make you big, most definitely. You didn't even need to ask. I was reaching. Boop, boop.
so if you read the shirt, it says underneath it's raining yarn on the umbrella.
It says,
Hirschner's warehouse sale 2025.
I love it. The Midnight Yarn Crew. I love it. I love it. Okay. And Kitty said, my home address is in Virginia. Not quite. And Queen's Curl said, only 25. Are those shoe boxes? Not with Russ. Hey, Sherry, welcome in. Big hug. That's a nice size box. Queen's Curl said, I once. I once. You know what? I would be thrilled to go just to hang out with Kevin and Russ and the crew. Hey, Manuela, welcome in. Nisi said, love that shirt and in purple. Oh, my heart. BB had the same question I do. Does it come in pink?
It can.
Mm. And that's the answer we needed to hear.
But so here's the kicker.
Okay.
The shirts. Oh, please
We take
excuse me.
it, baby. I understand.
So the shirts where it says Hirschner's yarn sale
Uh-huh.
are only going to be given out to the ones that show up to Hirschner's. So
But I
I
know.
have I
Yep.
have let everybody know, if you are going to be there at the time I am there between those dates, let me know your shirt size. And as a meet and greet, I will give you a shirt free of charge.
Russ, you are so sweet and so.
Because so I was going to sell them,
Right.
but then it's like my mind actually cleared out of the fog. It's like I can't do that
And why?
because Hirschner's is a registered trademark.
Yes. Right.
I can give them away, but I
Yes.
cannot charge for them.
Right. Because then you owe them for the trademark infringement.
Then I have to pay Hirschner's what they can come back and they can say, okay, you used our name $100,000. I
Yeah.
would be on the hook. I would be on the hook for that.
Yes.
Um, so, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they would do that. I am
Right.
just,
But you don't put yourself in a situation where they could.
no, no. Um,
Exactly.
so I'm just going to pay for the shirts myself and give them to the people that are going to show up.
That is the perfect question, Nisi, because you're asking the question that I was just thinking of. Can we get one without the Hirschners under the umbrella? Just the regular t-shirt. Please and thank you.
Mm, okay. So that's just that. Um, I thought I had. So these are new shirts. Okay.
Oh, that would go so well with my bag or my bags. Ooh, I love it.
So it's double printed.
Okay.
Um, they're $40,
Okay. And are
and
they in your Etsy store?
no, so it's PayPal only.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to give me your address, your shirt size. Um, I'm not sure if we have pink. I will have to ask.
Okay.
I think we do have a pink. So what it is I have a printer,
Mm-hmm.
a company that prints my merchandise. So
Okay.
what I do is I forward them your address and the money for the shirt, and when they get it printed, they send it directly to you.
Like a drop ship.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect.
Um, so that way that way it's not costing as much money to ship.
Exactly.
Because if I had them ship it to me, then me ship it to you, you're going to add
That's
another
double the
$10.
shipping.
You're going to add another $10 onto the shirt.
Yeah. And that makes it difficult to manage for a lot of people.
Well,
For me, I
just
can't for others. Michelle's pocket would be like, "Girl, are you crazy?"
well, from a consumer standpoint, it's hard to swallow
Absolutely, absolutely.
because it's like, okay, I'm not paying an extra, and this is just from my perspective, and I'm the one that's selling the shirts. So from a consumer standpoint, it's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Nisi asks, "We just emailed you." Um, yes. Well, yes. That the question to the answer to your question is yes. Let me pop into the chat his email address. It is yes, it's raining yarn at gmail.com. And of course, I have a typo that I need to fix. There we go. Bloop. And that should show up in a second in the chat. There we go.
And Michelle, I just answered your question, darling.
Okay, excellent. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you all for being so patient with me.
Oh, sounds like Kevin's home.
Where is my camera guy?
He just got home with groceries.
Okay. Well, hopefully he'll pop his head in and say hello. I would love that. Um, Kim is laughing at me and my yarn. Yes, I am always going to be working on something. I need to put a border on another blanket and get it off the hook and out of the way and help my brain. Why do I want to start another project? How many of you guys have startitis? Okay, it's not just me. Apparently, it's contagious.
You went left on the house.
Handsome.
She wants to see your head.
I
Don't
do
it's
if I can.
don't leave it down there.
I'm not.
Mwah! Hi, baby.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, you
Which one you want left
guys.
there?
Man, I can't
Moose.
crochet while I'm live. LOL. I make many mistakes. Oh no. I use projects that are mindless. Ooh, that I don't have to think about because if I had to think, I couldn't do it. And oftentimes I will tell you guys, hang on for a second so I can throw a stitch in a place where I can't necessarily get it to work. You guys are laughing at me. And all of you, good. It's not just me. You guys, if you looked around my room right now and said, okay, how many projects do you have going? I literally would be too embarrassed to tell you. Girl, I can't even do mindless ones. Practice. And I don't have a mind, so it's easy to occupy an absent space. I have several things started. Sherry, good. We're in the same club. Cruise control projects. Yes, and My problem is once I get into the weeds of them, I'm bored and I want to do something else. So, yes, I get stuck having to discipline myself to finish things and get them off the hook and out of the way. And depending on who I was talking to when I was working on the project, I'm either committing to finish it so that I can gift it to that person, or I'm committing to finishing it so they don't ask me about it again. I have 19 I can put my hands on. Ooh, I wish. Um, why do you think I came up with my go-to pattern? You know what? I love that. But even that would be a stressor because I would still be trying to do everything else. I can't. I have to discipline myself. It's so hard though. I think there are 3 in the closet. There's 2 in my closet right now. And I have whips everywhere. We're going to blame that on the fact that we are so creative and we want to be so connected with all of our friends here in the YouTube space that we do it all, or we think we can. Wait a minute. And Sue Ann said, I'm good. Wait a minute. I lost it. Let me scroll back up. How do I find my chat again? Goop. Yeah, that stupid thing's in my way. Let's turn that off. I don't even remember how to get rid of it. Go back to your phone, Michelle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That literally was a Three Stooges sound. I don't know why I did that. Kim said she stopped counting. Doretha said, I know, right? Don't call out a number. That's where I'll start counting out. See? And now you guys know when I crochet in my videos why you don't see my face and you don't hear my voice. Because I count. And yes, if I don't count, we're going to mess up somewhere. So, okay, Suan, I'm sorry. I am good at counting my stitches. This wildflower. Yes, yes. That wildflower oasis blanket is turning out beautifully. I have not started week 3. It is my Sunday travel with me project. And BB said, I'm blaming wine. He said it was okay to have many whips. Well, you know what? It is his fault. Manuela said, right, BB? Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute, Cecilia. Hey, welcome in, beautiful. I was like, I just saw green. Starless becomes UFOs a lot. I have a few that whisper to me every time I pass them. I have one that grabs my ankle and is like, ma'am, really? You just gonna pretend like I'm not sitting here? And my reply, yeah. Yeah. But I have to blame Russ for one of my startitis issues. My startitis issue of buying yarn. Because yes, and Hirschner's. And yes. So Russ, you are guilty of that. That is your fault. I totally blame you. So others, wait a minute, others are laughing. They agree with me. They know I'm right. It's your fault.
I just buy a couple skeins of yarn here and there.
Yeah, I hope we get home before the truck shows up that's coming from Wisconsin.
Exactly. Exactly. But of course he's only buying 1 or 2 skeins with 25 boxes. Russ, how's your
Exactly.
blanket coming along? That's
Uh,
from Manuela.
okay, so I've got 2 actually started.
Oh,
So there's my mama's that's on hold because I want to get this finished.
yes. Here, we're gonna show that again. Can we show that again, please? Need that yumminess in my life. Is that not gorgeous?
How you like that pink center?
See, that's why I know you really did intend you. I was on your mind when you were hooking that. I was on your mind. And Hirschner's has a sale right now. Yes.
Uh, so those that are going to Hirschner's, did you see the coupon? You see the coupon that they are sending out?
No, I have not. Tell me about it, please.
Oh, give me 1 second to get to my email. I have not got my coupon yet, and they better send me one or else I'm going to be mad.
Yes, yes, we do love that blanket. And okay, Nisi said that her poor Hirschner's order still isn't here. FedEx has it and hasn't transferred it over to the UPS service yet. LOL. Sitting in Aurora on a pallet. How rude. Oh, yeah, I will be looking at their website today. Today.
So this
No, you cannot have any more yarn. See, I'm arguing with me and I'm already losing.
so so this is in person only.
See,
If you
that's right.
if you spend $75 or more, you
Mm-hmm.
can take 10% off.
Ooh.
If you spend $150 or more, you can take 15% off. If you spend 250 or more, you get 20 extra percent off. They have yarn packs for $10. They have over 3,000 yarn packs for $10.
Wow.
Now, let me look at the back side of the coupon. Now, the back side of the coupon, they have their mill end yarn assortments
Okay.
up to 75% off.
Oh,
Um, what is that?
Deep fried chimichanga.
I hope you got me
I
one.
did.
Okay, so
oh,
they have
but
Premier
Captain.
Everyday. They have Premier Everyday Worsted 3 for 10.
Okay.
Um, they have over 50,000 balls of fashion and Afghan yarn between $1 and $5 a piece.
Darn, I'm in Montana. Well, I have to live vicariously through Russ. One of he shows us when he shows us his haul. You know what, Russ? Are you going to be doing any lives while you're there?
I'm going, so if I can sweet talk Kevin into holding the camera, and we will do snippets of lives
Ooh. Mm.
as long as Hirschner's allows.
Well, of course,
You
yes. You
know,
got
I don't know what their
filming policy is.
right, especially when you go into the warehouse part, because
Yes.
they have the warehouse section off, and you're only allowed to go in that part of the warehouse.
Yeah. Where it's curtained off or
Yeah.
roped off or however they do it. Man, why I gotta live all the way over here? The struggle is real, LOL. Yes, Nisi, it is. But
Well,
sometimes be as close as I am and still not be allowed to go.
um, something, this is something Hirschner's does every year. So
Right.
those that want to, maybe they take a trip once a year, maybe make that your trip for the year.
Yes.
Save up.
Yeah, that's a discipline issue that I'm still working on, saving up.
I can
Only
never
because
save.
I am sponsoring my college age monster and tuition. The bill just came in. Yeah, I'm still trying to pick myself up from that. Hey, Jacqueline, welcome in, beautiful. So glad you're here today. Thank you.
What are you looking for, Mama?
And
Where's
Nana
Tip
Michelle
Tip?
is here. Hey, welcome
Look
in.
where Rudy's at.
Jeremy said he knows if he could, he'd go home with a U-Haul truck full. And wait a minute, that I did not need. Oh, need versus love. I didn't need a lot of things that I have, but I love them. But I love them.
Chippy's
Oh
probably
my
upstairs on the
goodness.
spare bed sleeping.
And Nisi is in agreement with Jeremy that, yeah, this would be an issue for us all. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we have about 9 minutes left. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what June is going to look like going forward for me. I'm sorry, I hear noises in the background. We need a plan. Michelle, we need to go next year. I will swing by and pick you up. Okay, that's a plan. Now that's a plan. Hi, Russ. Oh, you up early. That was from Bonnie. Yes. Michelle woke him up. You know, he was laying right there. I just shook him a little bit. He didn't mind. He didn't mind. As I was about to say about June, starting tomorrow, and at least for the foreseeable future, I will only be doing pre-recorded videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I've got a lot on my plate, which I'm loving, and I am so, so grateful to you guys for me having these opportunities. But in order to do the best that I can in front of the camera, I need to take a day, an extra day away behind the scenes and get myself in order. Uh my love would mean I'd have to move. Yes, yes, yes. This is what storage units are for me. But starting the Thursday, which used to be Book of the Day Thursday, is going to go on hiatus at least through the summer. Depending on how my systems look in August, I will bring it back. But right now, I really, really need to focus on stepping away just a little bit because I want to give you the best quality of video that I can. And for me, that looks like taking an extra day away. The other thing is, for those of you that don't know or maybe don't realize, I start work at 7 a.m. in the morning and I don't finish most days till 5:30. That's 5 days a week at 10 and a half hours a day. Add in the time from the moment that I do my gratitude journal, film both components of my video, put that together, add in the music, add in the descriptions, the titles, and all those things, and upload all of that to YouTube to have it ready to go by 7 a.m. gets me up out of the bed at 2:45 to 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to go to bed at 7 and I'm failing most days because I want to check out what's happening in the YouTube streets and engage and interact. It's a lot and it's not too much because I enjoy what I do, but I need to prioritize my health a little bit more. One of my doctor's concerns is I'm not sleeping enough. So I got to pull back just a little bit. And I appreciate you guys for understanding and indulging me as I do that. And I'm missing things. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to say that because if I didn't, I would feel guilty and continue to do what I'm doing. And I am running myself thinner than thin, and it's not working. It is not working anymore. And I need to focus. And I need to be here for you guys as much as I can be. Forgive me, I am missing the chat right now because my phone is like, okay, lady, I said stop. It is commitment. It's commitment, but it's a commitment that I love. Thank you all so much for understanding. Um, I'm trying to take care of myself. I was not surprised, but surprised to hear that I am going to have a knee replacement surgery. But to do it, I have to lose weight. And in order for me to lose weight, I need to work on some things and change the things, and including sleep. Please rest and take care of yourself. Listen to your body. I am definitely trying to. It's definitely a job, enjoyable, but consuming. Yes. And it is a commitment that I love. And because you guys know I don't, I do it and I enjoy the engagement and interaction that I get with you all. But simultaneously, the live component of it gives me anxiety, which is why I ask Russ to be here because he's like my purry little kitty and he keeps me happy and he makes me smile. And Bibi said what Kim said. I'm trying, you guys. I really am. But with that said, we're at 56 minutes and I'm going to call this done. Thank you guys. And Manuela, I will. I certainly will. I promise you guys, I am still going to be here in these YouTube streets. I literally have 26 subscribers more to add to my 1K, and I am behind the scenes feverishly asking questions and learning things so that I can celebrate with you guys as we cross that milestone. Because my goal was never to get to 1K and disappear, it was to bring you the best content, information, and the best version of me that I can offer. With that said, lean in. I love you. I just had to give you a hug. Thank you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. Hey, Jacqueline. Um, and to anyone I missed, I love you. I hope you have an amazing day. Until then, you guys take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.